Hey you guys, how are you? I'm so excited for this push group. I hope that you guys, oh my gosh, are learning so much. Sorry, I've been working out the last few days and my butt hurts and it hurts to sit. But I wanted to hop in here today and I want to give you guys just some really simple upselling tips. It's truly like nothing like crazy. But they're just very, very simple and something that just allows me to get really, really big orders. So let me just drink my coffee. All right, you guys. So just a quick introduction. If you do not know who I am, my name is Jade Hooper. I'm actually celebrating my 7-year anniversary in 2 days with It Works. And I was just 23 when I got started. I was a first-time mom. My son was just turned 1 before I had started my business, and I was a hairstylist. I was just looking for a way to make extra money. I don't know what's happening with my hair. And so this business found me on Facebook when I was looking for ways to make extra money. I was in a mom group, and there was a whole bunch of people who were complaining about their lives, and they were either complaining or sharing the ways that they were making extra money. And so I commented on this post, and by the grace of God, a girl had messaged me and said, I think I have something that you might like. And the rest is history, you guys. And I don't know how many of you guys joined this business because you just felt this pull, like in your soul, I believe, like your soul, like right here. But that's what I felt for sure. Hey, stop it. And so you guys, come on. It's not a kid, it's a dog. And so I love our company. I love what we do. I love our products. I just love us a lot. And so I'm excited for this group. I've done many, many pushes through my business. Success loves speed. And I think that this is going to be the number one thing that's going to help push you to that next level and push you to where you want to go. Okay. So for upselling, now here's the thing, you guys, not only can you upsell. So if someone wants to comment below and take notes, drop a 1 if you're watching this live and hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. Not only can you upsell when you're talking to customers, you can also upsell when you're talking to your distributors. Okay. And so the things, my tips, very, very simple. Tip number 1 is you guys have to drive the car that you're selling. Belle, go. You guys have to drive the car that you're selling. You need to be using these products yourself. And I'm not saying that you need to go buy every single product that we have, but you need to find something that you can use on a very consistent basis that you can show up on your Facebook, in your stories, and that you can show people you physically making it. That is one of my most favorite things. Is that we really can like just demonstrate on a very regular basis what we're personally using. And so that's my number 1 tip. Part 2 of my number 1 tip, not just, making that product every single day and like drinking it or using it and whatever it might be, is turning the camera around and showing people you in a mirror. Belle, go here, go, is showing you in a mirror and talking about how you feel. Okay. People don't buy these products to have, a plastic bottle or to have something in a cup. They buy these products for how these products are going to make them feel. And so you've got to share with people how you're feeling and do it every single day. Even if you feel like no one is listening or no one is watching, they are. And that's why we message. I don't message, go. Come on. This dog. Come on. Come on. Go lay down. You too, Chip. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Go lay down. Okay. Sorry. I have golden retrievers that are obsessed with playing ball. Okay. So, you need to share with people how you're feeling. And I think that's the biggest thing here is that you've got to be able to connect with people. And now you might be wondering what the heck that has to do with upselling. But the thing is, you guys, is that it's a lot easier to upsell. It's a lot easier to share with people products that you're personally using and that you're personally getting results with. And so when I'm talking to someone about the Skinny Brew, or I'm talking to someone about the TFX, I'm talking to someone about the collagen, I'm talking to someone, about something from the Dr. Nassif line, I'm not just using that. I am using multiple different things. Use your product credit. Use your $150 shopping spree. Utilize the fact that your auto ship is a way that you can just guarantee your paycheck. You can get commission qualified, and then you can partner up your customers down within your downline as needed for promotions and stuff like that. Utilize that auto ship and the fact that you guys get wholesale pricing every single month on all the products. Use that. So that way you can be a product of the product. Okay. And so when I'm talking to someone now, for instance, when I'm talking to someone about just the TFX, this is now we're going to segue into part 2. Upselling is all in the flow of your conversation. Now, your upline, your sponsor, whoever it is, one of your leaders, we all share the verbiage that works for us. And the verbiage that works for us is going to be sometimes so different, right? But we all have a flow. The conversation flow is so important. I know that if I ask you how much weight you want to lose, you're going to respond. And then if I give you information about the product and I ask you, how does that sound? You're going to respond either sounds good or not interested. So I know our conversations are very, very, very predictable. And so this is how I like to do my upselling. Okay. So I use WordBoard. I think that WordBoard is such an amazing thing. This is actually my iPad, and this is a conversation with my husband. But I have WordBoard down here, okay? And I have tons and tons and tons of messages that I often send to people, because part of the upselling process is that you guys want to be prepared that when you are talking to someone, when you're doing tons, how many of you guys do host to post? You're talking to so many people, it's insane. And so you want to be able to just crank through these conversations as fast as you can, because when you're able to do that, you feel more confident about being able to talk to more people in a small amount of time. Because of course, it's not about how much time we work. It's about what we do with the time that we do work this business, right? And that's why we love power hours. I think I have my dog's hair now all over my face. I can feel it. So in my word board, I have my conversation flow. In my conversation flow, I am prepared. For instance, this is my TFX conversation flow. Okay. And so in my conversation flow, I have what I replied to the person who comments on the host to post, the question for me to ask, the information on TFX, the price on the TFX, what the 90-day challenge is, that I'm placing orders, the information needed, and by the way, the extra offers that pop up. And I'm trying to see, I had another upsell and I loved it. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I liked the wording for it. I don't know where it's at. Okay, but anyways, it doesn't matter. So, here's the deal. Always upsell. Now you can upsell through your conversation. So if, for instance, like I was saying, when I'm talking to someone about TFX and I'm telling them more about what it is, about that original product, I believe that, especially with like host to post, we have to stop just assuming that people are only going to be interested in one specific thing. They're interested in losing weight. We connect the dots with what they're going to be interested in with what we tell them that they're going to need. It's like when you, as a hairstylist, someone would come into my chair, they would sit down and they would say, this is the result I want. I want to lose 30 pounds, right? It's the exact same thing. So for me, as the person, as the rep, I'm giving them basically a consultation to tell them, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. And this is how you're going to get to your end result. So even though I'm doing TFX host to post, because for me, that's what blows up the most. And if you guys, if the copy host to post blows up the most, then do that. If it's hair, skin, and nails that blows up the most, do that. Figure out the thing that blows up the most for you and run with that, because then you can take that conversation with that person anywhere, okay? You don't have to just talk to that person just about that one product. You just need to get in a conversation with them so that way you can bring up anything. Does that make sense? So when I'm talking to people about TFX and they tell me how much they want to lose, I give them some information on the TFX, but I say, to be honest with you though, I would hardcore recommend what I use, right? I would hardcore recommend what I use. I've lost 60 pounds doing the triple threat, which my triple threat is the coffee, chocolate greens, and the TFX. This is what each of them do. How does that sound? Very, 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 very simple. Skinny Brew does this. TFX does this. The chocolate greens, I call it the mocha detox. It does this. How is that? And especially when we have the pick two, you guys, now here's the thing. I don't just sell 15-day bags of coffee. Stop just selling the 15-day bags of stuff. I remember, oh my gosh, I was so broke when I started my business. It's just not even funny. I remember when I started and I was just like, how am I supposed to tell someone that wraps are $59? Like, this just really, I don't know who's going to want to buy this. And so what I learned was I had to use a wrap myself to see the results that it gave me. And it like set me on fire because I was like blown away by the results. I'm like, they work. They're amazing. They're worth it. There's the feel again. I feel incredible. Everybody wants this. I am not afraid to tell people prices. So stop being afraid to tell people prices. Stop assuming that people are broke. I learned very, very early on when people would sit in my chair at the salon, I'd be doing a $250 color service. And next thing you know, they're telling me about how they can't pay their rent. And now, is it just like, am I going to tell this person, like, you don't need to be here? No, I'm not going to tell them that because I don't belong in their wallet. You have no idea what people are going to prioritize over other things, but everyone should be prioritizing their health. Everybody should be prioritizing their health. That is such an important thing. Okay. And so that upsell can come in the middle of the conversation when you're talking. That upsell can come at the end when they're checking out. It can happen in both spots. Give yourself the opportunity. What do you need?
Can I go check the chickens, please?
Yeah. Give yourself the chance to upsell in both. Sorry guys, we are homeschooling and I'm losing our minds today. Amen. If anybody feels. And then the dogs are right there because they want to come outside. I'm in it with you guys, okay? So I like to upsell in the middle, and they can choose one or the other, but have your flow. So be prepared. If you're going to tell them the TFX and this and this and this, be ready to tell them it's normally X amount of dollars. Only sell months treatments, okay? Sell months treatments of the coffee. Here's my... Gosh darn it, I don't know if I have it on here. Where is it at? TFX. What?
What does it mean if our chicken's just standing right on, like, when you walk in, they're just standing right there, like, with their butt?
I don't know what's happening with their butt, buddy. Okay, can you please go? Levi now. 1, 2, go finish your work. Thank you. Okay. Please just go. Okay, so I have a kind of a fallback plan, and I can't open it on my my iPad. Sorry, guys. This is just real life right now. Okay, so like for instance with the coffee, and you can do this with anything. You guys know that the bigger, so one package, the loyal customer price of the coffee for like the one package is more than when you buy the month's treatment, you're able to get it discounted. I love to really play on words with the prices and stuff like that, so that way they really understand how much of a deal that they're getting, okay? And so I give them information on the coffee. When they ask how much it is, and this is for the month's treatment, the skinny coffee is normally $140 for the month's treatment. It's just $98 as a VIP customer. So that is 2 of the $49 bags for a month's treatment. But I would be able to give you even an extra $20 off my VIP customer price, making it just $79 as a VIP customer with the 90-day challenge. How does that sound? It's just basically a little over $2 a day. I'll share that with you guys right there. And so see how I'm like, I'm already making it discounted as a VIP customer, but then I'm going to discount it even more for them as like a favor. Does that make sense? And then if someone asks me, or if someone says that's kind of a lot, I don't have the money for that, I will say this to them. I totally understand. Let me go check if I have any 15-day packs available. And normally I don't, but let me go see and double check, because I don't like to sell 15-day packs. That is not my like go-to. I never sell 15-day packs. So I'll send them that. I'll wait just a couple minutes and then I send them this. Okay. And so you'll see how this is not the end of the road, okay? So what I'm going to be able to do now, we give them the price and they're like, okay, yeah, that sounds great. I'd love to get that, you know, try the sample pack. So when I'm going through the checkout, you guys can do this for any products. Now, I originally was upselling just Fat Fighters to every single customer. So my customers were getting the triple threat. They were getting the month's worth of coffee greens, TFX. And then when they were checking out, I would say, listen, there was just a pop-up that popped up. I've never seen this before. This is great. This is for our Fat Fighters. You take it after you eat to block some of the fats and the carbs from your meal so your body doesn't absorb them. It's normally $65 retail. You would get it for just $25 or however much it is. I think that's the same price. Or did you want to grab that? It's awesome deal. And so I would be getting their shopping cart together and I would send that to them while I'm getting their cart. I just had a pop-up. Everybody loves special offers. How many of you guys have been in the checkout? You're buying something on Ulta. You're buying something on, it doesn't matter what website. And all of a sudden they have this special offer pop up where they're able to get something super, super discounted, right? So Fat Fighters is a wonderful thing to add on. Okay, that's number one. But I got this from one of the double diamonds that's on my team. She actually came to visit me for like a week and a half. This is let me get it with my little word board. Okay, we call them unicorn offers. And so this is for the TFX. Okay, so when I'm making your cart, a few unicorn offers popped up. It's a super limited and a huge deal. Number one, you can get our Confianza anti-stress and focus vitamin for just $35, normally $45. You can get our carb blocking Fat Fighters for only $25, and our skinny coffee, you drink it with breakfast to burn fat with thermogenics and has nootropics, blah, 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 blah. And it's this much. I wasn't sure if you'd be interested in any of this. Did you want to try any of that? Just asking in case you can swing it. I would feel horrible if I didn't mention it. Okay. And so it is a very genuine thing, right? Like we want to be able to upsell anything to people. You can do this whole unicorn offer thing with any products. What I do for coffee is different than what I do for TFX. What I do for HSN is different than the rest. And you never know what they're going to be interested in. If you're talking to someone about about hair, skin, and nails, bring up the keto coffee. You guys, I don't know if you know this, but keto coffee has collagen in it, okay? And so not only is it going to give you collagen for your hair and your skin to help plump and be radiant. You guys, I don't wear any makeup anymore, and my skin glows. And I swear to goodness, it's from our collagen and from our Dr. Nassif line. So I'm going to bring these just random simple things up to people. You never know what is going to stick. It's okay to bring it up in the middle of your conversation to share with people extra things. And then when you're checking out, say, I'm going to get your shopping cart for you. Now, I don't know if you guys know this. I get this question all the time. Let me take a drink. Hold on. I don't know if you guys know this, but you can send your shopping cart link through Facebook Messenger. I don't like to text it anymore because sometimes if they have an Android phone, it's a little messed up. And so what you do is when you're making the shopping cart link, this is just a little extra tip. copy the link, paste it into your browser. So for me, I have an iPhone. I will go to Safari. I'm going to paste it into my browser. When the shopping cart link loads and generates, you're going to see that link change. It's going to go from shopping cart whatever to like IWG dash chart. It's going to convert. That second link that it converts to, you can copy that and paste it into Facebook and into Instagram. You don't have to text. And the reason also why I don't like to text is because I want to know that I want to know when they see my message. And sometimes I can't know that with texting. And so I want to keep this moving along. Okay. So you guys figure out your flow. Now, what are my number one selling products? The ones that I use. Now, do I use most of them? Yes. And again, I'm doing TFX host to post because that's what gets me personally the most comments, the most leads. Then through that, when I'm talking to them, which by the way, the greatest upsell you can ever have is taking someone from a potential customer just right into a distributor. That is the greatest upsell. You and I are talking, I don't know if you guys saw my bonus content from the summer camp. If you haven't, go and watch it. It was so good. After I give people information on the product, I just say, by the way, have you ever thought about being a rep? I just checked out your page and you'd be so good at what I do. I don't say a distributor because some people don't understand what that means. I say rep because people normally know what the rep word means. You know what I mean? So upsell in the middle of your conversation. You don't have to have someone tell you that they're broke in order for you to bring up the business. You don't have to have them say, oh, I can't afford the coffee. And then you say, oh, I totally understand. Could you use some extra money? What if you just brought it up to them before you even talked price, assuming that every single person on this earth needs extra money? Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of my thought process. And that is also how I go with my flow. Okay. So those are some of those tips. So get your word board, have your flow. After you are sealing the deal, hey, I'm placing orders right now, whatever, can I place yours while I'm placing other people's? The bonus content, you have to go into the e-suite. It's kind of hidden. You got to go into the e-suite and click the live events and then click the August view now. When you're on that main screen, there's like a little screen that'll pop up in the upper right hand corner. There's like a little plus sign. It's it's literally like that big. It's so tiny. Click the plus sign and all the bonus content videos will just pop up on the side and you'll be able to watch them right from there. You don't have to go on to Impact TV to be able to watch that. Okay. So, okay. What was the other thing? Oh, okay. So for upselling, when you're talking to a distributor, now there's some people, maybe they go way above and beyond this. And again, I think this is one of those things. It's kind of like how I was just only upselling, fat fighters with my potentials. And there's other people who bring in like a gajillion different things. For me, I'm going to go put this in the comments, you guys. This is every single time that I enroll a distributor, probably 98% of the time, they are purchasing a product. And this is literally what I say. It's just the simplest thing. Hold on. Okay. So, when someone goes to enroll as a distributor, I text them. I say, hey girl, it's Jade. I'm so pumped. Are you ready? And they reply back and they say yes, because I'm just confirming that they're ready. So I send them my website link, which is also in my word board just to make it fast. And then I send them this. I say, okay, click this and follow the prompts. If you can, I would definitely get some skinny coffee and the mocha detox, which is the chocolate greens, so you can use them and share your results. I get so many customers just from me sharing my videos of me making it. Ha ha. And just real chill, right? Like just the way that I would talk to somebody. Almost every single time, my customers are getting the products. And so if you have a product that you prefer over another, recommend that. However, I believe that the coffee is just such an easy thing to sell. The coffee and the chocolate greens, it's so easy to sell. It's easy. Good job. Did you really? Okay, good job. It's just easy to make. It's very interesting. You can easily turn around and talk about how the coffee is making you feel. Do you know what I'm saying? You can get great before and after results pictures. There's so much to go along with this story. Does that make sense? So, you guys, it's that simple. I think that we get so intimidated by the upsell because we're just afraid that it's going to be too much for people. We don't want to scare people. Stop being afraid of scaring people. When I got over that, and it has nothing to do, like, someone said to me, oh, it's easy for you to say you make a lot of money. I'm like, what the hell does that have to do with anything with upselling? I don't get afraid of upselling because I just learned it's nothing to be afraid of. You know, I mean, it's just nothing to be afraid of. So have a message, have your go-to unicorn script. Maybe you start with just fat fighters, and every single time, or if it's more of like a beauty product, you know, start with just something else. Okay. And it can be just a 15-day bag of collagen that you're going to go and that you're going to add on. Does that make sense? So if you're talking about, let's say the lash serum, and you're giving them information on the lash serum, and then you can just very chill as you're checking out, as you're putting their cart together. And I think someone just asked, I can't find it. Yes, I use Connect. Connect is like one of the greatest gifts, because our website, it can be really complicated to be like, okay, here's my website. Click this, click shop, click this, click nutrition, go here, add this to cart. Then you're going to go back. Then you're going to go here. Then you're click this, then add that to cart, then go here, and then click this and click this. I want to avoid people, and hear me out when I say this. Again, this is not like a fear place. I want to avoid people rummaging through my website as much as possible. And it's simply because as soon as people start looking at stuff that they don't understand, they get like just very confused and very intimidated, and a confused mind always says no. And so I try to avoid that as much as possible. Again, I think back to being a hairstylist, and if I was selling, you know, hair products to a client of mine, I can be like, oh, here, go over here and try to buy something. And most of the time, they're going to walk around looking at all this different stuff, not knowing what's going to be the best fit for them. And they're probably going to buy nothing. Or they're going to buy something that wouldn't really give them the kind of results that they're looking for. Do you know what I'm saying? Or like there's something better that could give them results. Do you know what I'm saying? So as a hairstylist, I would walk over after we got done with our service, and I would grab 3 products that I used on their head, and I would lay them down in front of them, and I would say, okay, so this is the thing that I use, this is the thing that I use, this is the thing that I use. We have this deal, or even if we don't have a deal. I also want you guys to know that you don't need deals to sell products. You don't. What's up?
Can I do my workout here with you?
Did you watch the video?
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
yep.
I can't watch this video because I have to do 11, and then I'll probably...
Okay, we'll just be quiet, okay? Okay.
Hello.
Okay, that was not being quiet. What was I saying? Oh, you don't need a deal, okay? So make sure that when you guys are selling your... Make sure when you guys are selling your pick 2s that you're not just doing a pick 2, that you're doing 2 bags of the 15-day of coffee. That's one, okay? That's one of the pick 2s. And then you're doing the chocolate greens and then the TFX. So you're doing 2 pick 2s. Always, 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 always sell a month's treatment of the coffee. When we have BOGOs and stuff, normally I do buy 1 month, get another month free, not buy 1 15-day bag, get another 15-day bag free. You're just selling yourself short. People are willing to buy it for normal price, especially when I give them the price and I break them down how much it costs per day. Do you guys have any questions about anything? You need to do your work. I told you to knock it off.
That.
I tell you what, I'll wait just a second if you guys have any questions. Yeah, shopping cart is incredible. Let me see if I answered all your guys' questions. If it did freeze, sorry, I have really terrible internet. When can you start upselling? Right away, from day 1. I mean, I have these message scripts that are all saved in my word board, and I give I give all of my new distributors my like flow, my word flow, and everybody does it different. You know, when I was watching Morgan Martin talk on the summer camp about how she gives the prices and all the things, some of it's different than how I do things. Is there right or wrong? No. What works for Morgan because she does it from start to finish. So if you guys see that you're like, I'm doing a little bit of this and a little bit of Jade and a little bit of Jocelyn and a little bit of Morgan and a little bit of whatever, and nothing's working. It's because don't grab a little bit of here and there. Just take what someone is doing from head to toe, from start to finish, and you're going to see people enrolling. That's going to change the whole entire thing. I did not, you guys, I will 100% admit to you, I did not start doing host to post until about like March. It was just, I didn't get it. I didn't like, some of it was just so weird to me. It was the explanation of the products. I don't know what it was, but the day that someone shared with me, what is the problem? Is it because I'm talking?
No, not at all.
Okay, yeah.
Mom?
Okay, do your stuff.
It isn't.
Stop it. Do your stuff. As soon as someone shared with me, okay, this is what I reply to people when they comment on the post. This is what I message them. This is what I say next. This is what I say next. This is what I say next. This is how I seal the deal. I just started doing what they did until I got like confident with it. And then I was able to run and like figure out my kind of a little bit more of my own thing that worked. Seriously. Oh my gosh. I just loved it. It felt really, really good. You just have to find your own flow. I know that like Jennifer Weatherly, her and I talked once, and she does coffee host to post. That's not my jam. Like, I like TFX, but what she does works for her. What I do works for me. If you want to go slay some coffee, go do what she's doing, but you got to do it exactly. You can't do it just a little bit or else it won't work for you. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so how do you handle anyone who is insistent in going to your website? Well, I believe that a lot of that starts from the beginning of your conversation to have control of the conversation. And so I pretty much know there's no reason why someone would want to go to my website. If someone's like, well, I'd like to see your website. If they want to go to my website, it's because they want to have more information on the product, or they might want more like written verbiage confirmation on the information that I'm giving them. Okay. So I will go to my website. I will go underneath the product where all the bullet points are. I will screenshot that and I will crop out the rest. I crop out the website. I crop out all the things. And I say, listen, I'll give you all the information. Just give me 1 second. Let me send you more info. So I crop that and I give that to them. And I think all that they're do your work. I think all that they're, what?
I have a question.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm supposed to put a period in the middle or not.
It says correct each run-on sentence by adding a comma and joining word in the star. So this says that you're supposed to use the word but. So it says many bats eat moths. A Luna moth has a trick. So where would you put but?
Bats eat moths, but a Luna moth has a trick.
Right. So you've got to put the but in there. You put a comma and then you put the but. Okay. You're going to do it for all the sentences. And so I pretty much know that if I stick to my word flow, you're just going to see, things bop along, and people are going to stop asking those questions because of how thoroughly you're giving them information. I'll show you guys how I explain TFX. I gotta find it. This is how I explain TFX. It's like long, but I give them all the do your work. I give them all the information. So I pretty much answer everything that they would want to know, so that it just automatically sounds good. Do you know what I'm saying? How do you keep loyal customers for the long haul? Get them to be a distributor. Who wants to just be a customer? Everybody needs to make extra money. I think that's the longest haul that you could possibly have, is having someone become a distributor. But I think often just checking in on them, making sure that they're getting the best results. You can have a customer support group, to, you know, like be like, download my Fitness Pal. Let's like transform everything that you're doing to help them get the best results. But then also, you know, letting them know about their perk points, letting them know, hey, I had this other challenge. I have a detox challenge that just came up. It's normally $65, but because you're my VIP customer, you'll get it for just $39. You know, are you interested in doing that? And bringing up other things to them. Is there somewhere to learn how to, how do you handle someone who's insistent on going to your website first before you even give them information? I ignore their question. I give them information anyways. Like they don't know that I'm gonna give them information. So I just give them the information and I pretend like I didn't see it. Is there somewhere to learn how to navigate and use Connect? Yes, in Connect there are apps, or there are videos on how to use Connect. Feedback is people often saying I'm not being transparent by not giving them my website off the bat. Then that's a problem that you have and not everybody else. That's something that you're worried about. So the moment that you stop being afraid that people are going to want your website, the moment that you're going to stop having that be a problem, if you are properly giving people information and if you are properly going through, find someone's word flow. Find the word flow. No one asks me for my website because I'm giving them all of the information in a very thorough way. They don't need it. You know what I'm saying? What questions do you ask if a loyal customer says they aren't having results? Then they're not using the products. There's not. I mean, you literally can, I've asked someone to dump, they're like, I used everything and I didn't get any results. And I said, do me a favor and dump out the bottle of TFX. Let me see what color they are. And so there was like 75 of them, like out of all the things that they had. You didn't use them all. You didn't use them all. I see them. Okay. So anyways, you guys, these are my upselling tips. I'm so grateful for you. You guys, if you have a special product that you love, stop it. Sit down. You don't need to look at what time it is. You need to do your work is what you need to do. So you guys just figure out your own little unicorn upsell. Pick one product that you're like, okay, I can flow with this. Maybe it's the cleanse. Okay. Maybe it's, it's the fat biters. Maybe it's the carb control. What's something that you use that you love that you know you would be able to just bring it up like, oh my God, by the way, I just had this like pop-up. This is insane. You know, it's just like the Mocha Dreams. Do you know how many people bought the Mocha Dreams just because it was a deal? And I don't remember if that's still like on there or not. I can't remember, but I do this regardless of the Mocha Dreams, regardless of the other offers that pop up. So, okay. And again, remember, say with me, friends, the best upsell that we ever have is to enroll these people as distributors. That's the best upsell, is to enroll someone as a distributor. And then when they're enrolling as a distributor, having them... I finished my work. Did you do the back? Are you supposed to?
No, Wednesday.
Okay, high five. Clean up everything. Clean up your trash. Okay. Get your shorts on. Okay?
Don't tell them.
Okay, and you read?
You heard nothing.
Okay, did you read your book? You did everything.
Yes. I did everything.
Good job. Go clean up. Listen. Clean up everything. Love you. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm trying to think. He's got underwear on. Just like all of a sudden he wasn't wearing shorts anymore. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. And again, don't be confused. I just want to say this because I've been doing this for 7 years. I've like learned so many things from so many people. You're probably going to see leaders popping up in here. Like one of the tips this morning from Cami was to make a customer questionnaire. I've never done that, but what an amazing thing to try, like to do exactly what they're doing, try it out and see if it's like a great thing. You know what I mean? Try things, or if you are enrolling and you already are upselling and you already doing the things, then don't change what you're doing if it's already working for you. But if you're doing stuff and it's not working, then it's time to shift. You're going to shift and adjust. I have shifted and adjusted how I work my business, how I lead, how I do everything constantly, because things are constantly changing. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope these tips help you, and have a good day.